Welcome to this sharing. So, in relation to the launch of illumination process, I'd like to first share about energy. What is its relation to health? Do sa practice ko na Andean shamanism, we have the medicine wheel, and for each direction of the wheel, which is north, south, east, west, we have a particular power animal. Siya rin yung fina-follow kong process of understanding healing and how energy, the eagle, manifests to the serpent level, to the physical. To understand it better, the serpent represents the physical. We can say the body or the organ. It's also called the literal. And the jaguar represents emotions, the mind, or the brain, which contains both the emotions and the thought process. We have the hummingbird for the mythic, the psyche, the stories that create us, the beliefs, the language that shape our perception, and the eagle, which is the energy field, a perception beyond the self. This has already been mapped, and we're just starting to remember or to acknowledge what was once here way before. Yun, ang kulang lang is yung pag-acknowledge sa energy. As 3D human beings of logic, usually we live here in our mind for survival, mostly. We are now stepping or moving from the mind to the heart. It will slowly be shown by AI, especially when quantum computing is already part of the system. In quantum computing, waves of probabilities led by intent. I understand a lot have benefited from logic, but it will also be a possible crutch if you don't make the shift or the opening up of the heart to the heart. You'll be forced to use Neuralink to be able to feel or have an idea of the quantum realm, quantum field. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy, but it will be easier if you're already in the heart position. Medyo complex pag-usapan, pero I will really be discussing that, how that is possible. The solution of matter, the material experience, and the shift to the quantum field. And all the in-betweens, possibilities in-betweens, by location, remote viewing, all those things. These are possibilities na dadating sa panahon natin. And that's why they're saying these are exciting times. We are on the threshold. We're on the transition. Example, our lolos and lolas, they experience life slow, linear evolution. For a certain lifetime, it will almost be the same survival, power, and procreation. But right now, we're stepping a dimension higher, which is dimension of openness and expansion and higher dimensions of life, of experience of life. I'd like to keep it simple lang. I'll bring it muna to energy lang. So after the medicine wheel, what houses everything that we do as humans or the experience of life? It is the energy field. More than the psyche, more than the brain, more than this material world, there is the dimension of the energy field, and which will later be also known in the tech world as the quantum field, which is still just a part of energy, part of the source. It will be a really important or relevant topic or knowledge itong mga parating na years. Doon tayo papunta, and the shift and the transition could be an exciting one for those who know. But for those who do not know, it could be a very difficult time. Like, parang pag-uusya ng mundo kasi all the things that we know or you're holding on to may crumble. That's why I'm also doing this. Kasi may time pa to prepare for it. I know how to ride the transition because I understand where this is going. And that's why I'm sharing how to be in this transition. One thing that will help will be communities. And the thing is, the best way to be in a community is it will be easy to harmonize if we are pure, if we are clean, if we don't have projections that we will bounce off with others. So this has been the thing that's preventing us to be in a community. Yung mga bit-bit natin, mga problems. So technically, if you want to help the world or to heal the world, the way to heal is to address the problems that you're experiencing, to address the life you're living. And that's why I'm offering the services that will help you know not just your current problems. Let's go with the medicine wheel. You have this physical problem. You can address the emotional problems, the mental problems, and go a notch higher, the beliefs, the stories you told, your perception of life. And we'll address that from the top, which is the energy field, all the way down. And knowing about the energy, yun yung mag-a-allow sa'yo to adjust and adapt to the changes that will be coming very shortly. Just pay attention to the speed, the advancements that are happening in AI, because that's dictating the speed that are happening around us. You still have your choice, your decision, but I'm just here to remind you, kaya siya i-navigate, kaya siya maintindihan, kaya siya pag-preparan. It will be important, especially for your loved ones. Masimulan mo doon sa circles. Yung makapagsimula sa mga circles kasi we live through those circles of connections. It's gotta start from you. Kung sino man nakakarinig nito, simulan mo na. Simulan mo nang intindihin. The easiest thing you can already experience or do, or I'd like to share is just the generative and the degenerative, or the expansion and the contraction. Nature has an abundance of the generative energy, but we've chosen to live in some kind of hybrid or some degenerative fields, and you have to be aware of that. It's not really supportive of life. Beginning of diseases, illnesses, problems. The easiest thing I'll leave you with is if you can turn every moment or live every moment with a smile, you'll already be helping yourself stay in that generative expression of energy. You'll be attracting or creating a good field. When you lose that smile, the face drops, everything drops. Our hold on the minerals and everything. Naging sakitin tayo. It's the simplest thing we can do is to smile. It pulls up. Mararamdaman nyo yung hanggang dyan, minsan sa akin hanggang kamayan pa. It really lifts us up, influences the flow of energy. That will be it for now. So bottom line, for you to be really curious and interested, or maybe some are already anxious of the incoming technology or the incoming transition or the changes that will happen. It's here. It's already happening. We cannot deny it anymore. So it's just about being ready for it or being clueless on how to proceed. And I'll be here to share, to guide you in this transition. That's my role. Hindi ko pinili yung path of power, survival, pleasures, or comforts. And the way I lived my life was, inuna ko, gusto ko maintindihan what life is about. These are the things that I'm going to be sharing with you. I've been preparing and I'm ready for it. I will be sharing more information. I hope I helped you somehow understand. If medyo malabo, just comment, just connect, just let me know how I could help you understand. Thank you.